Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Ooh, I have such a nice surprise today with this Ultimate Love Read. We're using a whole bunch of beautiful new decks. We're using the beautiful Psyche Oracle, which is amazing. And one of my absolute favorite decks that I've been wanting for a long time. Our main deck is going to be the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. The artwork is so sublime. It's so dreamy and beautiful. I'm just like absolutely blown away and so happy. So this is going to be who is your true love, your forever person, and all the details, initials, everything that comes up, kind of like a soulmate update. But I feel when I use different decks that different messages come through. And also, if you guys aren't aware too, I'm just going to pull this up on my screen as a reminder, as a thank you to everybody. I am running this special through to the new year. I'm really excited to be able to do this for you. Normally, my rates are like $50 for 20 minutes. And now everything is half. So you can read right through what it is. You can screenshot that and you can contact me again on, I'll put up a little thing in the thumbnail for all my contacts, you guys. So I'm really excited. A lot of, fantastic breakthroughs in the new year for love, for our soulmate counterparts to come through due to the fact that we are now becoming super aligned with this energy. You know, we are celebrating, manifesting, focusing, encouraging, cultivating this love, a healthy perspective, high purpose energy, balance, alignment, transformation, embracing this courageous, forward-thinking magic for ourselves. And it's really important because it starts in our mind, right? What do we believe we're capable and worthy of, and are we sticking with that? And so one quick word of advice for people that have been DMing me. I know that right after Christmas or in between New Year's or right after New Year, sometimes this lull sets and it can feel like a bit of a letdown, you know, buyer's remorse, whatever, spending too much, feeling like you want to be with somebody on the occasion. But if you have you, and you know that you are manifesting and working and getting aligned with love, come to a headspace where you're embracing that we're not always going to have every particular thing in place when and how we want it. That's what divine timing is. So we're going to give ourselves a beautiful break, and we're going to see this glorious change really take place where we're loving ourselves, having a good time while we are waiting, you know, for everything to align for us. Trust, action, mindful, calm, intentional motion. Amazing energy for all of you guys. And again, you know, it starts with our mindset and what are we developing in terms of self-talk? Are we calming ourselves and making ourselves move slowly and prioritizing, or, you know, are we panicking? And I'm not going to go over and over this same thing, but I just, you know, I watched this the other day, and it really is people drive themselves in this crazy circle of desire and then dissatisfaction, desire and disappointment, desire and fear, and all of these things. So let's just put out our desire into the universe and then anticipate this beautiful love arriving for ourselves, and not getting anxious about time or anything else. And definitely not what anybody else is saying, our family members, our friends, like, why aren't you A, B, and C? Forget about anybody else's opinions or projections. Those shouldn't factor whatsoever. Be the happiest you can be. Smile, focus, prosper. That is, you know, what you're getting aligned with, not what other people are mandating for you, right? So here are our choices. Number 1 is also number 10, the Warrior of Love. Number 2 is 19, Full Intimacy. And number 3 is Love's Embrace. Love these. I love these cards so much. They're so absolutely romantic and wonderful. So let's begin with number 1, which is the Warrior of Love. I love this because this talks about take the journey, whatever that means. If it means going to see an old friend or the one that you long for, the one you want to message, if it means taking that much needed you time, or if you need to run to see him or her and let them know exactly how you feel. Move forward. Now is the time for action in matters of the heart. If you chose this, this is your message. If you've been kind of lollygagging or maybe intimating some interest, This is full throttle. Listen, I really dig your energy. I think you're a fantastic person. I'd really like to get to know you. This is where we have to be careful with the desire fear syndrome of, this is something I desire, but what if they don't also desire me? Well, guess what? You're never going to know if you don't take the plunge. So you are a strong, relentless, fierce warrior of love, and you're going to go out. But we also have to radiate that kind of alignment of, we are ready for love. So are you making eye contact? Are you looking up at people? Are you smiling? That's very important as well. We have to connect with that which we're trying to attract. Well, I think I knew that pause was inevitable. If you get 1 or 2 extra cats in the room and they decide they want to be elsewhere, that's what's going to take place. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is shuffle, and we're going to find out your initials. I'm going to use 2 cards because they have double letters on them. So the initials are SW or IH. Remember, this is for a collective, so every last little detail doesn't have to be particular. You know, you're not going to garbage bin somebody because they don't have an IH in their name. Now, what I'm really excited to be using is this Tarot of Mystical Moments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go bonk, and because it's a new deck, I'm just going to keep splitting it. Let's see what's going on in your journey. Ooh, how much do we love that? And at the end of this, because this is such a spectacular deck, you guys, I'm going to do a flip through. It's absolutely magic. I'm just going to keep, even though I shuffled it, I want to keep doing this. How much do we love this for you guys? So let's talk about your alignment factor right now and where you are in this. You are turning into the happy-go-lucky, I'm shiny, I'm comfortable, I believe the world has my back, and the universe is working with me. It is a beautiful alliance. I feel like I'm ready. There's your Queen of Cups. You're ready to celebrate this soul connection, to love, relax, believe, manifest in this happy, graceful place. So I feel like you are definitely in the right head and heart space, definitely a huge measure. And here's your specific other person. I feel like part of them, they're very scholarly. Look at them. I feel like they could be, the way, you know, the energy is kind of circulating around like a profession, is definitely could be somebody in law, an actual judge, a police officer, somebody of that nature, but also somebody who likes to study and learn quite a bit. You know, they have faith in their ability to protect, serve, figure out things, a really interesting dynamic. I also want to pull out, yeah, we have a lot of air in their charts. Isn't this artwork utterly superb? Now I want to put, oh, nice. So a lot of air in their charts, very dreamy, very artistic, logical, fun. But we have this World card too. This suggests somebody who has been out there. They commit to what they're doing. They're seeking things constantly. They're building, they're exploring, they're witty, they're fun, great social energy, and they bring that in turn into your life. Because what happens is, if we have somebody who has a lot of self-awareness, and they're into the concerns of the world and others, and they're sympathetic and they're compassionate, so they're non-judgmental and critical, and it brings this kind of energy to the day, to conversations, to groups where you're proud to be with them. They understand what's taking place and they can see it from the perspective of another. Also people that are fabulous and far-sighted, because they sparkle, you know, they're the opposite of triggers. They're the glimmers. They're the ones that see all the potential and the hope and the glorious, you know, opportunities that are twinkling everywhere. So again, just that wonderful optimistic energy, which is so lovely. Look at that. Oh, and some earth in their chart, as well as, don't you love how the women are like kings in this deck too? They have male and female kings. I think it's the coolest thing. So let's talk about like their career and finances too, and their relationship with money. Whenever I get a king or a queen of pentacles, that definitely registers on the fact that somebody has a good connection, understanding, and energy with money. They understand it, how to invest it, how to use it, the possibilities. They are very smart at seeing trends and understanding, you know, anything. It can be metals, investments, the stock market, but also a healthy outlook with it, where they are generous, so the universe is generous back with them. And that's a big deal to a lot of people, because nobody's really all that fond of somebody who's super miserly or stingy, right? And this is the opposite, which is really, really nice. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where you just never know. Look at that Ace of Wands. So you guys, we're talking about your time period when this comes in for the passion. This is crazy. So this is so soon. This is unbelievable. This can be within 2 months, right after the new year. This could be Valentine's Day. Again, if you initiated with this first card, you are absolutely ready. You're aligned for this. You've already spoken this to the universe and yourself. So now that you're aligned, this passion is now ready. It is brewing. It's fully percolated. It's out there. Everybody's smelling the coffee and they're excited. And you're emitting that love vibration. It's more daring and it's dazzling, and it has a lot of appeal to it. So that's why, you're bringing this about so quickly, this vibrant energy. And I feel, this new year, this January and February has a lot of like magical capacities to it. And then people are making decisions and they're having real focus and follow through. They're like, I want love. I'm no longer going to say, oh, I'm not going to go on a dating site, or I'm not going to go on that date, or I'm not going to do this or that. You're really putting yourself out there, and with your discerning eye, and you feel this, and this captivation for this new change is really bringing this in. And I feel like you'll have this allure about you too that's kind of like really obvious that, hey, it's like that kind of like sonic wave when your person is in the vicinity where it's like undoubtable. And a lot of people have questions about, like, when they first meet someone, they get nervous about the follow-up energy. They don't want to seem, when they know it's right, they don't want to seem too persistent or too needy. So this is a lovely mixture of never needing to play any games, because it's just boom, divine guidance, passion 100% happening, and there's no game playing. It's just absolute and just shows up. So that's you, group one. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you need a private read or anything else, all the details are also in the thumbnail. So beautiful energy, and very soon. Okay, number 2. And now you guys are number 19 in full intimacy. I love this card. And in the book, it's really lovely because it talks about connecting deeply, connecting spiritually, intimately, whatever that means to you, making an effort to seek out intimate connections and love into your life, whether it's with another soul, spirit guides, even your innermost self, allowing the love and connection to restore and heal in your life. Imagine yourself just gazing into the eyes of your perfect lover. How does that make you feel? It's a whole nother transportative kind of energy. I mean, it really is something that takes us to another place. It's something that is magical, and it is so healing. So right now, imagine yourself with passion and joy and commitment and magic and calm, beautiful energy surrounding you all the time with this. We're letting go of all lower vibrations. That can be anything from doubt, fear, lack mentality, definitely not believing in divine timing and trying to crunch the timeline, trying to, or creating this whacked out narrative, which I hear all the time from a lot of people that I know that go on dating sites. They say the same things over and over, and they start to believe it. There's no good men out there. It's very hard to meet them. They're convincing themselves already that, or men, women, regardless, it's how hard it is. Where think of if you work in an office building, if you're a student, whatever it is, when you're out and about in a normal capacity, right? When everything is open, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that you see a week. We really have to take a different approach to this and really look into this. And are you ready? Are you also giving out that vibe? Because sometimes people think, oh yeah, I look very friendly and nice, but meanwhile you're constantly looking at your phone, or your head is down, whatever. So this is about availability. So let's get some initials. We have B, S, and J, and I'm just going to pull one more on this. A P for Queen of Pentacles. Isn't this one of the most beautiful cards you've ever seen? I love this deck so much. I'm really excited to see what's going to come in terms of, let's check in with zodiacs right now as well. So what I'm going to do, because this is a new deck and I kept shuffling it, is I'm just going to keep like splitting it and go to different areas of it. So Dewan. So we got fire signs in there. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, and My brain is like working a little slow. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, we got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I love, this is inspirational, confident people. They take control. They're very enthusiastic, action-packed, explorers, trailblazers, philosophers. A lot of fun in there, and a lot of them are leaders, and they're into sports as well. So let's see, let's get some personality stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys, the first group got the Ace of Wands as well. So look at that. Woo! This is really incredible, the artwork in this, and then the messages. How lovely is this? This is talking about personality traits, which we love. The last group, actually, I believe they got the King of Pentacles, and this Knight of Pentacles, same stuff, great energy when it comes to money. Having a foothold on what it is to be generous and feel like the universe is generous, and to be able to create lots of revenue streams and handle money brilliantly, all the while, generating more and being generous, and in turn the universe sending more back. Also a wonderful, masterful manifester here. I put this quote on my IG today, which I love, by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Your individual knows who they are as special, and they're not trying to assimilate like everybody else. They're not trying to join that matrix mentality of, oh, I need to seem this way, or put on any airs or falsehoods. Absolute genuine person, which people really, really love. Healthy boundaries, very passionate, happy. But again, a lot of fire signs are exactly this way, extraordinary when it comes to having great social energy and emotional intelligence. This is our time period. Wow, you guys, this was coming up quick for the other group as well. So we're looking at like 3 months. I feel like as we travel in the new year and Valentine's Day, a lot of people are really just coming to terms with, this is what I want. I want completion of this. So I am going to be honest with myself, and I'm going to manifest this love. I'm going to, this is timely thinking. When we realize with clarity what we really want, we evolve and we transform. We become more aware of how we're behaving, and then we intercept those lower vibrations, doubt, fear, jealousy, insecurity, all of those things that stop us. Again, the desire, fear kind of format, like I really want this, but what if I can't have it? Just getting rid of that. Everything in the world is uncertain. Tomorrow's uncertain. If we're even still going to be here, if we are going to love our job still, or if we are going to live in the same state. You know what I mean? It's not like fear-based, but it's like everything is uncertain until we make it into a reality. So why not make it into the best picture in your head, and then turn that reality into something where you are capable and firm, and you're focused, mindful, calm, intentional on what you're doing, and connecting with the people that you want to connect with. And now that you're doing that, you're like, tra la 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 la, there you go. So you are going to have the right kind of opportunities and signs and symbols and all of the things that you need from your guides, and you're going to be able to read them basically like a blueprint. Now you get it, you're aware, and you can also ask, be like, am I on the right path? A lot of things that can come up are numbers, music, symbols, feathers, animals, all kinds of things. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of symbology of like 1111s, 222s, 555s. I definitely see those numbers in there. And it's just one of those things that demonstrates how the universe helps us in our path to get where we're going. And it kind of like validates, yes, you are doing well, you are paying attention, you do know what's going on, and you are embracing this. So I love this. So flow state for you, and cultivating the best energy for you to flourish in this love, which is fantastic, group 2. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all of my private read information is right on the front on the thumbnail as well. So you guys, at the end of this, I'm going to do a flip through of this too, because this deck is just so phenomenal. It's so beautiful. So I'm excited for everybody to see the artwork. So okay, number 3. Now this is one of the prettiest cards in the deck. I just love it. It reminds me of that retro 1920s, artwork. I just love it. It's very simple and beautiful in the blues and whites. But the love's embrace, and the card talks about constantly affirming, I am surrounded by love. I am embraced. I am adored. This is where we have true faith in this loving vibration, where we are focused on it. That is what we're really paying attention to, but we also trust in it with intentionality, with determination, and improving the energy by being really consistent, committing to it, eyes up when people connect with us, we saying yes in a big way, which I really like. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the initials, because those are some of the things I tend to forget. So we have F, We have T, A, S, and N as well. So remember, again, this is for a collective. So every last little detail isn't going to be exacting. You know, you're not going to trash bin somebody because their initials aren't FA. You know, one can be yours, two can be theirs, it can be a whole myriad. Oh, look at this. So you're individual too. It's amazing how all three of these, all three of these are definitely speaking to high finance people that are really good with money. You know, really elevated individual, which I love that you got the male and female kings. So let's talk about this. So not only a beautiful match, everything, mind, body, spirituality, how you see things. Again, their generosity is through the roof. They have a great relationship and understanding of money. It just kind of like manifests for them. They get it. It's also karmic for them too. They are deserving this life to be resplendent and have luxury and luxurious lifestyle. Again, lots of beauty. I feel like with this too, that it's something that you would notice that this person is unbelievably attractive and good looking, where you're like, woo, you know, they're your ideal when you get this kind of energy. I definitely feel like this individual has a lot of earth in their chart. It is probably their major influence. This is somebody who, they are the rocks. They are stable. They live in the here and now. Super goal orientated, very patient. They work hard for success. Again, they are really, earth signs are particularly good with money too. They just get it. They're not flighty. They don't do a lot of impulse spending and things like that. So I'm loving that energy. Really, this is so on point with just having beautiful, beautiful match for you. So let's see what else is. This is one of my favorite cards too. So let's talk about, this is more of, I feel like this is a slow buildup and accumulation of all your perfect kind of points that you would like a person to be moving in that direction. And this is just reiterating how much earth is in their chart, which is really, really nice. Saying again, really together and solid, and your rock. So Queen of Swords too. So you are going to be getting a lot of ideas and being influenced in a certain way, like to go to this place, to go to that, and all of a sudden you're going to just feel really encouraged by your inner voice to do certain things, and it's going to serve you really well because your individual is going to be there. You're turning this corner where you're calm and balanced and happy. You're recognizing that you can accomplish whatever you want with a little intentional slowing down and being focused. And I definitely hear fours, and I hear 4 months as well. Like, I don't even need to pull a card on that. And part of it is, this is definitely happening through the New Year's. Then we get Valentine's Day and all of these things, and that's when people really start to prioritize, like, I would like somebody to spend these unique and beautiful holidays with, and how can I achieve this, and really being in connection with your heart chakra in a really fabulous way. And I feel like you're going to have all the ideas and everything that you need to connect, and viable sources of like seeing all of your symbology and your feathers and your birds. Like, I definitely feel like those are going to be some of the conduits. I definitely see certain patterns that are going to arise. You're like, why am I always looking at the clock at 11:11, at 4:44, whatever it is? You're going to start to notice this, and it's going to, be really helpful in the interplay. Now, I love this. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it definitely speaks to, let's just keep temperate in things. We don't want to be so desirous of things that we don't believe in divine timing anymore, that it has to be now. We can be so programmed for immediate gratification that when things don't happen right away, we have this dissatisfaction with life. But I feel like the anticipation is the beautiful part, and that's what you're going to start to feel, and that's why you're going to kind of feel the dazzle and the sparkle build slowly, and realize, all good things are worth waiting for. We don't need everything tomorrow. And if we had everything at once, it would be hard to handle it and savor it, right? So this is being in preparation. So you're probably going to find you're simplifying your life, streamlining, organizing, getting rid of things. Again, it could be deadwood energy. It could even be people, places, and things that no longer really serve you because they're lower vibrational. And now when we get aligned with our true path purpose and our significant other, what happens is we drop a lot of that. We need to create room for it, and that's exactly what you're doing, Group 3. I love that energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, you guys, and that really helps me. And if you all go to the thumbnail, all my information is there. So what I'm going to do too, you guys, is just do a quick flip through for some of the artwork because it's so sensational. I was blown away by it. It just really is. They also did the deck, the Winter Witches Solstice deck, I believe. They paired up the same two women that did this, and it really is just so phenomenal. A lot of it reminds me of a lot of the 1920s artwork. It's got everything, you know, from animals to seascape to beautiful like that, the fish, but it's a little different, you know, it's quirky and it's fun. I especially really like the Knight cards, and the King cards are really beautiful. But see, it's just a little simple thing, the little people, balloons, very whimsical. I love that. It reminds me of fairy tale. That reminds me of like the Little Prince. Yeah, and also their use of like insects and flowers is really bright and beautiful. So I'll just do a few more. I don't want to do the entire deck because I do like things to be surprises later when I do them on IG, and I have other reads. The Fool, particularly beautiful, and I think, yeah, no, it was, she has, the Magician is on the cover of her book. But absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And I'll do one more. I love that too, the Four of Wands. And I'll just do that last one, the Five of Wands. But even the ones, you know, that normally seem a little bit harrowing in other decks, this is just, the purples and the pinks, everything is just utterly gorgeous. So again, you guys, if you're curious, because sometimes people ask after the fact, that is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Totally gorgeous.